Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well and engaged in your preparation. Today we have to discuss about philosophy optional. So today I will not deal anything very classical, simply I will tell you that what is the general perception of the subject and what the subject is in reality. I will not start in the way Philus and Sophia and love of wisdom, all these things I think you may be knowing. General perception of the subject. Here I will tell you my story at I will take you back way back in 1986-87 when after completing my +2 level I opted this subject. And then one of my cousin, very learned personality, he was also professor in university of I think sciences. He straight away told me, ये कौन सा पागलों का सब्जेक्ट ऑप्ट कर लिया है. I was stunned. I was shocked कि क्या इतनी बड़ी गलती हो गई. Had I committed a mistake? Then I started studying the subject. One of my cousin, older than me, she told me. I told her about all these things that I have got this kind of feedback regarding the subject. Then she told me that you have to tell that ये पागलों का सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, ये पागलों को पहचानने वाला सब्जेक्ट. Then I got little encouragement and then this is the general perception of the subject and the reality of the subject is totally different. Although I did not say all these things to him, but in due course of time I got that what the subject exactly is, what the subject is in reality. Because in Delhi, this kind of feedback you will also get, this kind of compliment you will also get. But this is not the reality of the subject. And sometimes you can see that कि वो philosopher हो गया है, मतलब पागल हो गया है. This is not the case. ऐसा नहीं है. वो philosopher हो गया है, मतलब ऊपर वाले माले में खाली है सब. This kind of reaction you can see in the society. Those who are not aware about the subject, those who do not know what the subject is in reality. Sometimes you can see that कि कोई बड़ी हाई फाई बातें करने लगता है तो भी लोग कहते हैं भाई फिलोसोफर हो गए हो क्या, वो फिलोसोफर हो गया है. कोई इरेशनल बात करने लगता है देन ऑल्सो वो फिलोसोफर हो गया है. The reaction you can see. Two very famous jokes are related with philosophy. One of them is related to cow and cow dung. That's why one thinker has mentioned that speculative thinking is not the function of philosophy. What kind of speculative thinking? This is one of the most famous joke regarding philosophy, that after seeing cow dung on the wall, philosophers think that how it has been made possible by the cow. Another joke is there that a philosopher went to a sweet shop, and you may be knowing a famous North Indian sweet is jalebi, and he was seeing the jalebi and thinking that whether the shira has been injected. Speculative thinking. This kind of speculative thinking is not the function of philosophy, is not the reality of philosophy. These are the general perception, general reaction, general approach. But I will tell you that how the subject runs with us. How the subject is related with us. So what I will do, I will make a triangle. And at 3 points I will write 3 things, 3 words in fact. And you will see that all 3 words are related with us. No rational human being can keep himself away from these 3 words. I am not dealing the things classically. I will not tell you about syllabus of philosophy, paper 1, paper 2. I will tell you that how the subject runs with us. So you will come to know that what is the true nature of the subject, and it is quite different, as I have told you that what is the general perception regarding the subject. Reason, rationality. Human beings and ethics and values. Right. Actually, philosophy is an academic discipline that seeks knowledge based on reasoning, rationality. So that's why this reasoning, rationality, logic, arguments, this actually is the theoretical heart of the subject. जहां पर भी रीजनिंग है वहां पर फिलॉसफी है. Philosophy loves only one thing, that is reasoning. Sometimes बच्चा सोचता है कि फिलॉसफी में तो गॉड, सोल, इमॉर्टेलिटी, ट्रांसेंडेंटल वर्ड, कुछ भजन कीर्तन टाइप का. This is not the reality. Because if any reasoning is given for theism or for the existence of God, philosophy will intervene. And if any reasoning is given for the non-existence of the God, then also philosophy will intervene. This you can say regarding all the areas. If any reasoning is given for democracy, then philosophy will intervene. If any reasoning is given against democracy, then also philosophy will intervene. So, very first thing that you have to keep in your mind, that knowledge that is based on reasoning, based on values, ethics, and must be used in the human interest. No one can become philosopher with the study of philosophy. I always say that had Buddha studied philosophy, Buddhism is mentioned in your syllabus. Lord Mahavira studied philosophy. Gandhi, Ambedkar studied philosophy. No. One very practical example I will give you. I remember that Professor Amartya Sen, he has got the Nobel Prize in the field of economics way back, I think, in 1998. Then after he was appointed professor in Harvard University, not of economics, of philosophy. Because he dealt the economics based on certain values and in the interest of human beings. Buddha has used his knowledge in the interest of human beings. If any reasoning is there, now one more question may come in your mind. The subjects of sciences, physics, chemistry, any other day I will discuss about how philosophy is the parental subject. Then you will come to know that whenever you do your research in any discipline on any subject, why you get the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD or DPhil, not the Doctor of Physics or Chemistry or Zoology or Botany or Sociology or Political Science or even Mathematics. Any other day I will discuss about all these things in detail. Here today I want to discuss about reasoning rationality. All other subjects are also based on reasoning. But where this reasoning has been discussed, either inductive reasoning or deductive reasoning, valid reasoning or invalid reasoning, where this will be discussed. I am not saying that physics or chemistry or humanities are not based on reasoning, लेकिन ये reasoning कहाँ पे discuss होगा? ये reasoning discuss होगा philosophy में. So philosophy is the parental subject. Means this reasoning rationality will be discussed in philosophy. That's why what I say that logic is the theoretical heart of the subject. Abhi I will not deal the things very classically. I think you understand कि भाई logic मतलब क्या है, argument क्या है. If I say that Mahatma Gandhi was a great personality, was a champion of peace and non-violence. If you accept, okay, fine. If you ask the question, how you can say this, then I will give certain reasoning for this. Means where you want to prove something. Logic is not directly mentioned in your syllabus, but without logic, without reasoning, rationality, you cannot understand the essence of the subject. But here my question is, who can give the reasoning? Can any animal give the reasoning? No. So we will not discuss about animals. We will not study about animals. Later on I will tell you that up to what extent animal world and nature will become the subject matter of philosophy, if they are affecting the human beings. When environmental pollution and ecological imbalance will become a threat for the human existence, then it will be the rise of philosophy of ecology, which was earlier mentioned in your syllabus. Right now it is not the part of UPSC syllabus. So when I am saying that we will not discuss about animals, means animals knowledge, animals experience, animals behavior, we will not discuss, we will not consider. भाई ऐसे देखो, शेर ने आदमी को मार दिया, कोई बात नहीं, you cannot make a lion accused for any crime. बट एक आदमी ने शेर को मार दिया, now the man will be accused for the crime. What is the difference? अरे भैया, शेर के पास रैशनैलिटी नहीं है, रीजनिंग नहीं है, लॉजिक नहीं है, आर्ग्यूमेंट नहीं है, एनिमल है. Human beings are rational, they have intellect, they have wisdom, their knowledge will be considered in philosophy, their behavior, their activities will be evaluated in philosophy. Who can give the reasoning? Those who are watching this video, they can give the reasoning. कोई एनिमल तो देख नहीं रहा होगा, इसको देखेगा तो समझ नहीं पाएगा कि क्या हो रहा है. Who can give the reasoning? Animals cannot give the reasoning, so they will not become the subject matter of philosophy. I always say that, suppose you are going on the road by your car and a cow is sitting at the center of the road. Definitely you will blow your horn twice, thrice, but while passing that cow, you will not make any comment. On the other hand, if a human being is standing at the center of the road and you will blow your horn twice, thrice, but definitely while passing that human being, you will make a comment. Marna hai kya? What you have done? Can you tell me the reason behind making this kind of comment while passing that human being? Because that human being has rationality. He can give logic, he can give argument, he has intellect, he is supposed to be intelligent. If you are not intelligent, you can keep yourself away from philosophy. If anyone is not intelligent, he can keep himself away from philosophy. That's why a thinker said that we cannot make a choice between philosophy or non-philosophy as a human being, as a rational human being. We can only make a choice between good philosophy or bad philosophy. Means since animals cannot give the reasoning, so they will not become the subject matter of philosophy. It means कि animals की study नहीं करनी है, किसकी study करनी है? Human being. Who can give the reasoning? Human beings. Now, can all human beings give the reasoning? क्या सारे ह्यूमन बीइंग रीजनिंग देते हैं, दे सकते हैं? इन्फेंट चाइल्ड इज देयर, mentally challenged person is there, they cannot give the reasoning. Will they be considered? Will they be studied? Will they be the part of philosophy? ह्यूमन बीइंग तो है, रीजनिंग नहीं दे सकते. They will not be the part of philosophy. They may be the part of psychology, they will be the part of psychology. There is some kind of abnormal psychology is there, but no such abnormal philosophy is there. Child psychology may be there, is there, but no such child philosophy is there. That's why when I will discuss about the fact how philosophy is related with other subjects, then I will tell you that philosophy and psychology are very much interdisciplinary subjects. Psychology has been developed in last 100 years, you can say. That's why when you will see the syllabus of philosophy, although today I am not talking about the syllabus, a few psychological topics are mentioned in your syllabus. Because on that time, psychology was not recognized as an independent discipline, independent subject. Wundt is the father of psychology, then Freud and other thinkers. A student of Wundt is mentioned in your syllabus. When you will see the syllabus of Western philosophy, student of Wundt, the father of psychology, Wundt's student is mentioned. I will not talk about that today. Now, firstly, you have to isolate the animals from our studies. Then we also have to isolate the human beings who cannot give the reasoning. They will also not be the part of the subject. Their knowledge, their experience, their activities will not be considered in philosophy. Can you make an infant child accused for any crime? Can you make a mentally challenged person accused for any crime? Why? Here very interesting question I will ask. In fact, I will tell you that. This question I generally ask when I teach socio-political section. All the criminals are rational or not? then mostly students say that no, criminals are not rational. This is not the right approach. All the criminals are rational, because neither we can accuse any animal for any crime, nor we can make a mentally challenged person accused for any crime. Who can accuse? Those who have reason, rationality. That's why the topic like capital punishment has been mentioned in your syllabus. Theories of punishment are mentioned in your syllabus. Suppose any criminal activity or murder took place, and 5 suspected accused are there. What will be investigated firstly by the investigating agencies? Among 5, who has motive to commit the crime? Who has motive to commit the crime? And motive cannot be explained without rationality. The activities of rational human beings are done with certain motive. You will opt any subject or do your preparation or go for any classes for general studies, for optionals, for some purpose, motive, end, goal. And a rational human being keeps on doing his activities, keep on doing his functions. So far he is not achieving his goal. चलो मान लो एक पेंटर है, he is doing painting and he is playing with different colors and brush and all these. He will keep on making changes. But a time will come when he will stop. He will stop his activities. When he will stop his activities? As he has achieved his goal, as he has achieved his motive. Motive cannot be explained without reason or rationality. Animals can do anything without any motive. भाई कुत्ता है, भौंकने लगा वो, instinct behavior. Infant child can do this. Mentally challenged person can do this. Rational human being cannot do this. Behind every activities of a rational human being, there is some motive, there is some end, some goal, some purpose. Suppose you have cleared the civil services examination, then you will not come for classes. Why you will not come for classes? Because you have achieved your goal. After achieving your goal, you will stop your concerning activities. चलो एक और examples. A potter is making pitcher. A potter is definitely rational human being, and he will make pitcher for certain purpose, motive and goal. Purpose है उसका. So he will keep on making changes in the clay. So far he has not achieved his goal. I think you are getting what I am saying, that rationality, reason, logic, philosophy is an academic discipline that seeks knowledge based on reasoning. Other subjects are also based on reasoning, but where this reasoning will be discussed. So, philosophy becomes a parental subject. But the question is, who can give the reasoning? Only human being, rational human being can give the reasoning. Now, philosophy is associated with you or not? If you are a rational human being, if you have intelligence, if you have intellect, if you can give the reasoning, then only your knowledge, your activities, your functions, your behavior will be considered, will be evaluated in philosophy. So, simply you can say that since only human beings can give the reasoning. So, here you can say that all the areas of human concern would be the subject matter of philosophy. If philosophy is related to the human beings, so that is why you will see that humanism, many humanists may flash in your mind, and most of them are considered as philosophers. Human interest, human welfare, human activities, human behavior, human knowledge. They are considered in philosophy. Human problems are considered in philosophy. All the areas of human concern could be the subject matter of philosophy. As human knowledge is advancing, see that bioethical issues, female feticide is mentioned in your syllabus. How you can justify this topic? You can give only one justification, that this is related to the human beings, human society, human behavior, means advancement in medical sciences have forced philosophers to raise the issues which are related to the bioethics. Environmental pollution and ecological imbalance has you can say given the opportunity to the thinkers to talk about a new branch of philosophy, that is philosophy of ecology. As the human knowledge, human activities are increasing, advancing, similarly the nature and scope of philosophy is also advancing. So, you can say that the triangle, I am telling you that this I have got as essence of the subject to explain to a layman what I have learned in last, you can say 36-37 years, that this is the way the true nature of the subject can be explained to anyone, either he is related with philosophy or he is not related with philosophy. because all three things you will see, that reason, rationality, human beings, and then I will come on values and ethics. You will see that all three things are related with you, all three things are related with us, and that actually defines the true nature of the subject. Earlier I have told you about the general perception of the subject, general view of the subject. This is not the reality. That has been mentioned, philosophy has been categorized in that way by those who are not knowing the essence of the subject. Those who are not knowing the essence of philosophy, those who are not knowing the substance of philosophy, those who are not knowing the diversity of philosophy, those who are not knowing the parental nature of the subject. अरे भैया एरिस्टोटल को ले लो, he is mentioned in your syllabus. किसी भी डिसिप्लिन में जाओ, either you are from sciences or you are from humanities. Why एरिस्टोटल है? फादर ऑफ बायोलॉजी भी है, फिलॉलॉजी, लॉजिक, ethics. Either you are from sciences, law, political science, sociology. Comprehensive nature of knowledge. Some other day I will discuss about this, that relation of philosophy with other subject, and later on I will tell you that philosophy has closest relation with mathematics. And that's why when you will see even your syllabus of Western philosophy, then you will see that maximum thinkers are from mathematics, maximum thinkers are mathematicians. If you ask to a layman, then he may say that ki philosophy and mathematics are, you can say, they may say that they are contradictory or contrary. It's not the reality. Philosophy is all about concepts. First, conceptual knowledge begins with mathematics. That's why the first thinker who is mentioned in your syllabus, Plato, in his academy, he was also running his academy. The name of his institution was academy, in fact. No one was getting even admission in the academy of Plato without having the knowledge of mathematics. When I will teach you Plato, or then I will tell you about how much Plato has loved this mathematics. First, conceptual knowledge begins with mathematics, and philosophy is all about concepts. So, it means you can simply say that philosophy is an academic discipline that seeks knowledge based on reason, rationality, logic, arguments. I am using different words, just you have to try to catch any of them. All these words are saying the same thing. Right now I am not dealing with inductive logic, deductive logic, inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, valid reasoning, invalid reasoning. All these things I am not going in detail. But reasoning, logic, who can give? Only you can give, I can give, we can give, we as a human being. So, philosophy runs with you or not? Philosophy runs with us or not? Definitely. For this rational human being, we can define certain values, ethics, duties. I'm sorry. Sorry. We can define certain duties, do's and don'ts. A few examples I have given you earlier. Cows example, and we never evaluate the activities of those who do not have rationality. For a rational human being, values are important, ethics is important, duties are important, do's and don'ts are important. And this actually makes the subject normative. चलो अभी कुछ क्लासिकल नहीं होना है. See that. Suppose a child called his father stupid. Psychology will intervene. Psychology will intervene in descriptive sense, factual manner. Why the child has reacted in this way? But philosophy, ethics will intervene in normative sense. A child called his father stupid. He should not call his father stupid. Actually, there are two patterns of study. चलो थोड़ा सा इसको I will elaborate. There are two patterns, two dimensions, two methods you can say. Descriptive normative. And when you will see your question paper, then you will come to know once UPSC has asked the question on this topic. Descriptive, you can say that factual, fact. And you will see that this part of the study is related to the sciences, either from humanities or sciences. You will see factual study. What is going on is first order function or first order activities. Physics is the first order activities. Sociology is the first order activities. I am taking the examples from both the sciences and humanities. Factual study of the society, sociology. Factual study of the state in terms of political science. Political science is what is going on in this factual, descriptive, first order function psychology also comes. What was going on in the mind of that child is kind of activity. In paper 2 you will see that, that I am nahi chahte hue bhi, that ki syllabus and all these things are coming into play. Just later on I will discuss the things in detail. Lekin you can see that socio-political philosophy, can you say that this is sociology or political science? Generally बच्चा सोचता है डेमोक्रेसी, सोशलिज्म, इक्वालिटी, फ्रीडम, जस्टिस, सॉवरेंटी, ये सब तो पढ़ा हुआ है. अरे पढ़ा हुआ है इन फैक्चुअल मैनर, पढ़ा हुआ है इज के फॉर्म में. इज का कॉन्ट्ररी काउंटर पार्ट ऑट, फैक्चुअल का नॉर्मेटिव, इवैल्यूएटिव, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर फंक्शन, सेकेंड ऑर्डर फंक्शन. Sociology is first order function. Social philosophy is second order function. Different forms of the government will be discussed in political science. Actual. But among various forms of government, which form of the government is best, is the best? Either theocracy or monarchy or democracy. This will be discussed in political philosophy. Now you will understand that why this subject is not the part of your middle education. Why this subject begins with graduation. Because without doing the factual study, normative study possible ही नहीं है. Up to the +2 level, you are supposed to have basic factual knowledge of sciences and humanities. इसीलिए फिलोसफी उसके लिए बहुत अच्छा है जो साइंस है. वी वर ऑल्सो फ्रॉम साइंसेस अप टू +2 लेवल. I was also from science, mathematics. Those who have scientific temper was also earlier mentioned in your syllabus. Right now it has been removed. So scientific temper is a way of life. This subject is very good, whose process is scientific. Knowing process is scientific. साइंस में क्या होता है? रीजन एक्सप्लेन कर दो आप. As you will explain the reason that is working behind, it means scientific explanation is there. Faith will not be considered as science. So actually, two types of methods are there. One is descriptive, other is normative. Psychology and other sciences are either physics or chemistry or zoology or botany or sociology, or they are descriptive. What is going on? Factual study. First order function. philosophy being normative in nature actually makes a distinction between what is and what ought to be. क्या है और क्या होना चाहिए. ये चाहिए, ought, makes the subject normative. Here you can say that duties, values, ethics, all these things are related with human beings. That's why this subject begins right from graduation. This subject actually needs some kind of maturity. Maturity in terms of कि भैया second order function की study you cannot do unless and until you have completed your first order. So this subject begins right from graduation, and then masters, and if someone is interested, then he can do his research and PhD. And I have told you that if you do research in any subject, then you will get the degree of DPhil or PhD. And this question has been asked to so many aspirants in UPSC's interview. If you have opted your subject as philosophy, can you tell me the reason behind that even if you do your research in sociology or political science or physics or chemistry, why you do not get the degree of Doctor of Physics or Doctor of Chemistry or Doctor of Mathematics or Doctor of Sociology, Political Science or Psychology? Why you get the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD? I have done my PhD on Gandhian philosophy, impact of Indian philosophical thoughts on Gandhi. So whenever you will draw any conclusion, your conclusion will not be based on faith. Although you will see in paper 2, faith is also mentioned in your syllabus. But philosophy, as I have told you that philosophy is an academic discipline that seeks knowledge based on reasoning. And who can give the reasoning? Those who can give the reasoning, they will become the subject matter of philosophy. Their problems will become the philosophical problems. These human beings can give the reasoning. So human problems are philosophical problems. अब now you can see your syllabus. कोई भी syllabus देखो आप, कोई भी topic देखो, how you can justify multiculturalism in your syllabus? How you can justify female feticide in your syllabus? Secularism, humanism, caste discrimination. अरे भैया problem related to God, कौन discuss करेगा? Who can say? Who could be either theist or atheist? Animal तो होगा नहीं. Can any animal say that? कि I am a theist or I am an atheist? Either you are atheist, then you have to give certain reasoning. If you are an atheist, then also you have to give certain reasoning. And what philosophy will do? Philosophy maintains its equal distance. As I told you earlier that कि sometimes बच्चा सोचता है कि इसमें बस God, soul, immortality, rebirth and liberation and भजन कीर्तन type. नहीं, this is not the case. Philosophy as a rational discipline will keep equal distance either from theism or from atheism. Philosophy will equally evaluate the reasonings which are given either for theism or for atheism. So this is the true nature of the subject. How you can simply understand that how much rational the subject is, and what is the general perception of the subject? कि जनरली तो कहा जाता है भाई जब कोई वो फिलोसोफर हो गया मतलब एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर कि पागल हो गया. Now you can understand that since rationality is there, human beings can give the rationality, and for this rational human being we can talk about duties, values and ethics. We can simply say that those who are watching the lecture are the human beings, those who are listening the lecture are the human beings. अरे भैया ये ह्यूमन बीइंग ही तो रैशनल होगा, ये ह्यूमन बीइंग ही तो, इसी के लिए तो एथिक्स होगी, इसी के लिए तो वैल्यूज एंड ड्यूटीज आर देयर, इसी के लिए तो डूज एंड डोंट्स आर मेड. डूज एंड डोंट्स आर, सी माय प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम्पल. Suppose earlier my child was small one, little one, now he is elder one. तो जब मैं घर जाता था तो मेरा बाल भी खींचता था, मारता भी था, तो भी I was giving him a chocolate. Why? Actually I was not evaluating his activities. He was not supposed to be rational, so his duties, values, ethics, do's and don'ts were not defined. अभी मान लो वो 15 साल का बड़ा हो गया और मैं घर पहुंचूं और एक दे दे मुझे, what I will do? I will not tolerate, I will not bear. Why? Now he is a rational human being. Now he is getting maturity. Now do's and don'ts are defined for him. So you all are human beings. For this human being, rationality is there, duties are there. So simply you can say that if any person has done his activities based on reasoning, based on ethics, and that has been used, that is useful for the human beings, all these kinds of activities will be considered as philosophical activities, philosophical functions. As I have given you the example of Buddha. Buddha never studied philosophy, but he was interested in knowledge. That's why he is known as Buddha. Buddha, Bodh, knowledge. One who has knowledge is Buddha, and his followers will be Bodh. And this school of philosophy will be Buddhism. So any human being who has talked about knowledge, now you can understand the way the subject is classically explained: Philus, Sophia, love of wisdom, love of knowledge, love of intelligence. But since all these things are related to us, related to the human beings, so philosophy runs with us. Therefore, Huxley said that we cannot make a choice between philosophy and non-philosophy. All human beings have their values in their life, and they have certain reasonings for that. You will see that from materialism to spiritualism, everything is available in philosophy. Materialists have their reasoning, and spiritualists have their reasoning. philosophy will examine, will evaluate, will test the validity of the reasoning given by both. So, philosophy is neither materialism nor it is spiritualism. Philosophy loves only one thing, that is reasoning. So, since you can say that all three are related with us, so philosophy runs with us. So, I think I have explained you that what is the general perception of the subject. It is quite negative. You may be getting this kind of compliment or feedback when you will opt this subject, but you know the reality is totally different. When you will study the subject, then you will see that it will give you more opening. The faculties of your mind which are so far subdued or not very much active, they will become active when you will study the subject. So, general perception of the subject, real nature of the subject. So, real nature of the subject, as I have told you, that it is an academic discipline that seeks knowledge based on reasoning. Since only human beings we can give the reasoning, so philosophy runs with us. And that is why what I say that it is very difficult to define the philosophy in precision. And any attempt to do so, actually forms an interesting and important part of the subject itself. So, today I have told you the essence of the nature of the subject, how philosophy runs with us, how we can correlate the subject with us, how we can correlate the topics which are mentioned in the syllabus with us. So, that is the true nature of the subject, and this concept you have to develop, this approach you have to develop before or after opting this subject in the civil services examination. So, I think this is enough for today, and you will see that I will take a few other lectures where I will tell you that how philosophy helps you in civil services examination apart from optional, how philosophy is related to the other subject. I will also tell you about the syllabus and how to approach the subject. So, all these things I will tell you in due course of time. So, thank you very much. This is all about today's explanation. I think you might have got the true nature of the subject. Thank you. Thank you very much.